Hello YouTube, my name is Elise and I'm coming at you guys with another video, and this time it's going to be all about military pay. So I'm going to break down the 4 things that you need to know about your spouse's or your service member's paycheck. So when it comes in, it's the LES, which is a leave and earning statement. And on there, it's going to have their basic pay, their BAH, their BAS, and then any special pay that they get. And I'm going to break down the different special pays too as well. So you have your basic pay of the paycheck. So that is going to be like the top line of the paycheck, and that's based on your spouse's rank and their time in service. And you can usually find all of this information online. An enlisted person and an officer, they'll get paid differently, but it's all on the same pay chart. So if you just look at their rank, if they're E4 or O2, then you'll be able to see how much they get paid per a month. So when you look at that chart, that's how much they get paid in 1 month. Paychecks come in on the 1st and the 15th of the month. And those paychecks, if you're with USAA or Navy Fed, you'll usually get your pay a little bit earlier. So that's the perks of going with USAA or Navy Fed, is that you'll get your paycheck a few days earlier. And sometimes it's not even that significant. Sometimes it'll be like, let's just say the 1st is a Wednesday and you'll get it on the 30th. So it's really not, it's not really too much time that you're waiting for your paycheck, but yeah, you do get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month. And this portion of your spouse's paycheck will be taxed. Just to let you know that. So when you get your W-2s, it will only show the portion that is taxed, and that's going to be their base pay. Moving on to BAH, which is another part of the check. And this is based on if they have a dependent or if they don't have a dependent. So there are different pays, and it's based on the rank as well. So if whatever rank they are, it's going to tell you what their BAH is. The last thing it's based on is your zip code. So wherever you live, it's going to fluctuate. So for example, when we lived in DC, our BAH was like 2,500, and now we live in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and our BAH is about 1,400. So it's just based on how much does the military think that you need to live. So the cost of living in the area will basically determine what your BAH will be. And you're like, wow, 2,500, that's a lot of money, but in DC, it's really not that much money. so you just kind of have to look at that. So everywhere you move to, your BAH will change. And every year, sometimes they do adjust BAH, and they could adjust it up and they could adjust it down. So make sure you keep track of that. And especially if you're living off base, because if you're living off base, then obviously you're getting that money in your paycheck. But if you're living on base, then the base housing is going to take all of the BAH regardless. And also, if there are dependents, you have to make sure that they are registered in DEERS in order for your spouse's pay to even change. So if they have dependents, it's different pay than without dependents. And this portion of your paycheck, the BAH portion of the paycheck, is not taxed. So just remember that on your W-2s, you're not going to see BAH as a part of your spouse's income. So the third pay that you'll get is BAS. So you'll see this on your check. It's usually around $230 something, and this is usually used for groceries. So I would definitely budget around this and make sure that your groceries are within that amount. It's for the whole month, so they give you about $200 and something, and that's supposed to last you the whole month to get you groceries and other things like that. That's like a supplement to your BAH. So not only is the military paying for your housing, but they are also paying for you to eat. So it's actually a pretty good benefit. Moving on to the 4th thing, not everybody has this in their paycheck, but some people do. And some people get bonuses. Like for example, like my sister, when she joined, because the MOS was the military really needed that MOS, they gave her like a bonus of, I'm not sure exact amount, but it was like around $8,000 bonus that they gave her. And that was just on top of her regular pay. Now, when that bonus came in, they do not tell you. So you might think you're going to get it right up front. and then turns out it's spread out. So it's based on the availability of funds, basically. And then after that, you do have other special pays that you can get. Like, for example, my husband will probably be going airborne since we're at Fort Bragg. And if he's airborne, his MOS is going to pay him while he's airborne status. While he's active airborne status, they'll pay him a little extra to be airborne. And then there's other pays that you can get, like if you're deployed or if you're overseas. You have like hazardous pay depending on where you're going. You have imminent danger pay. And there's a variety of pays that you can get, especially if you're in a special combat type of position. You might get paid a little bit more for that too. So it just kind of depends. The special pay is depending on a lot of different circumstances. If your spouse is TDY, you can get family separation pay. So when my husband went to any of his trainings, he would get like an extra amount, and that's for him being away from me. And it's basically like saying, okay, here's like your double household expenses. I don't think you get that at every training that they go to, but some trainings they do give you the family separation pay. And then another thing that enlisted soldiers get is that they get a stipend for their military uniforms once a year. So they can get a whole new uniform once a year. And it's just for enlisted personnel, and they can get that as well. And then here's the bad part about the paychecks. Well, not the bad part, but just the stuff you gotta pay. Is if you have deductions to your paycheck. Like, let's just say your spouse owes the military a certain amount of money for whatever reason it could be, then they'll deduct it from your paycheck. They'll deduct like dental from your paycheck. That's like $11 a month for my husband. It's just me on the dental plan, so I don't know how much it is if you have multiple people on there. Then you have TSP deductions, which I would recommend getting enrolled in. That's for like your retirement and stuff, and you saving towards that, and that's a certain percentage of your check too. And then there's a variety of deductions that you'll have. Of course, you'll have your taxes, which is only taxed on your basic pay. And then you'll have your Social Security, your medical, and things like that will be deducted from your paycheck. So, you guys, it brings me to the end of my video. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Right now, we are moving, and that's kind of why I haven't been uploading videos. We don't have any furniture right now, so I probably will be doing a video on claims that you do for the military and when you're moving. So if you guys are interested in that video, please leave a comment and let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. I do videos that's like for the everyday working woman and for military spouses. I upload on Fridays usually when I have furniture. I wanted to thank all my subscribers, all 39 of my subscribers. Every little bit counts, so I'm very happy about it. Thank you guys, and please share this content like on like your military spouse pages that you're on, and just share it if you can. I'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you.